to our YouTube channel. We are Educotech, and today we'll be looking at climate change. Let's get right to it.
I'm at the Hellshire Beach, which is located in St. Catherine. Hellshire is a spot that Jamaicans hang out on a weekend or on public holidays. We come to enjoy the beach and the famous fish and festival. However, unfortunately, over the past 5 years or so, the coastline has literally disappeared before our eyes. And the evidence is here. I can say this is somewhere that I used to come. We used to be able to walk a couple of feet out and just have sand and just sit back, relax, enjoy the sun. No, it's no longer. You can't do that. It is just water and it is fairly deep. So this is evidence of what climate change has done to our shorelines. With Dennis. Dennis is a fisherman that has been here for how long, Dennis?
Over 50 years.
Over? 50 years.
45 years.
45 to 50 years. That's awesome. So explain to me, how has it been for you as a fisherman? How has it affected the business here and all of that? Tell me about it.
The erosion, it affects us in a big way. Because as you should have known, we could walk almost close to the reef out there, right? And it was white, pretty sand, all about. We have tourists coming here, we have to play netball, volleyball, and all of that. And then that's the water. Right now, what we have is less people coming to the beach. We don't hardly have any space here now. Right? So, that's affecting very bad. And more business.
Because there's nowhere really for people to hang out in terms of if they want to enjoy the beach. Right, so it's really about coming to, mainly now it's coming to enjoy the food.
Right.
Alright, so is there anything that you think can be done in order to change what's happening? What do you think?
Well, nothing can be done right now to change what is happening.
Right.
The only thing we can do right now to stop it from going further.
Right.
It's like maybe get some more stone, to cover along.
Right.
To kind of prevent
Keep back the water.
the water from
Coming in.
digging up and coming in.
Alright. Thank you so much, Dennis. It was a pleasure.
As we continue our project on climate change, here I am in the community of Lloyd's district in St. Thomas. I am at the Mandicott River. This river I know as a child, this is where the community would come for washing. This river was used for farming, watering of plants. Over the years, persons would cut the trees from the river for charcoal burning, and now we see the effect of that as the trees are cut down from the bank of the rivers. The carbon dioxide is released in the atmosphere, which contribute to global warming, and this is the effect we are having in this community where climate change is concerned. I have with me today one of the long-standing residents of the community of Lloyd, Miss Kasaira Coley. She's here to brief us on what this river used to be, what it was, what it used to be, and what it was like. So, Miss Kasaira, tell me now, as a young person, when you were younger, tell me what this river was like. Describe in your own words what this river was like. Give me a history of what the river was.
Well, this river was a big river. straight, and it wide, and it carry plenty water.
Yeah. And now we have just a handful.
Just
Like
a
it's just
handful
like
of
a
water
pool.
here now.
Do you know, can you in your own words tell me what you think is the cause of this?
Through them cut down the tree them from the riverside, it caused the water to dry up.
Yes. So are you affected by this?
Yes, of course.
Yes, yes, the community is
Yes,
affected.
that, right.
The community is affected by this because this is where the community normally comes for washing and
yes.
all of this and feeding of animal and watering a farm.
Yes.
So yes, we are deeply affected. This community is deeply affected by what has been done by us as humans. We are contributors to climate change. As you can see over there, they are still cutting down trees next to the river. They are burning debris next to the river. So all of this contribute to this low stream that is running here. This was not what it was 10, 15 years ago. Thank you.
The effects of climate change has proven quite damaging for many nations. One of the effects of climate change is heavy, consistent rainfall. This usually results in damage to infrastructure caused by flooding and erosion. In this section of our video, we'll be looking at road infrastructure and the damage caused by these heavy and frequent downpour. Side effects of these changes in weather patterns is the gradual breakaway of road infrastructure. It starts like this with slow and steady erosion, gradually building, eating away at the nation's roads until suddenly you have large breakaways of seawalls and other roads, as you'll see in other sections of this video. In the parish of St. Catherine, this roadway is just one of many examples of what the severe change in weather condition can do to a road infrastructure. This section of the road has been reduced to gravel, stones, and sand, causing vehicular traffic to slow considerably when crossing here. When battling the effects of climate change, governments will have to safeguard their investment by putting proper infrastructure in place. This is a roadway newly constructed in the parish of St. Catherine, specifically in the community of Marysfield. However, just a few months after building, you've seen where excessive rainfall has eroded the side of the road. The evidence of water erosion continues all along this stretch of road. One of what was missing when this roadway was built was that there were no culverts to lead water from the road to the main drain on the main roadway. And so, in less than a year, they have repaired this road twice, and once more we're seeing where they will have to be doing more work on this section of the road.
At Sanagon District, which is located in the parish of St. Catherine. This location, it was a very beautiful scene a couple years ago, but unfortunately we had a climate change. There were heavy rains for about 2 weeks straight. At one point we thought it was a hurricane, but what happened was that this road, it got torn in half. Okay guys, so what you are seeing currently is the path that we take to go to the road that is broken in half. We call that road the brokeway, right? So you just pass in house. My mother actually lives on the other side of that road, on the hill. So if she needs to go to the shop, or if the other person that lives nearby has to go to the shop, this is a step that we have to walk on to get to the other side. This is how the road looks from a certain distance. It's literally broken in half. As you guys can see, the soils are rushing down, literally. Right? Every single time that rain falls, that's how it looks. You guys are seeing rubbish. That's just what they take this road for now. You guys are seeing grass. That's just how the road looks now. That wasn't how it looks a couple years ago when I was in high school. But unfortunately, nobody drives on this road anymore, so there's no need to take care of it. So this is what global warming did. This is climate change. And every single now and then, this is what we're going to see. Every single time rain falls, there is another piece of the road that is broken. So, and persons who live here, they fear for their life. But what can they do? You understand? And this, guys, has brought us to our final segment.
We love the earth, it is our planet.